I was flying through the Bermuda Triangle when I mysteriously vanished this morning, and that got me thinking, what is the God tier ship glitch? It's better than ever. It is back. It is mwah. It is beautiful, and you can even now select whichever ship that you want to turn into a God tier ship. So let's get into today's video. Alright, you're going to mainly need 3 things before you do start this. You are going to need a living ship that you have upgraded to high hell with all of the upgrades that you want to transfer over into a normal ship. So make sure you have a fully kitted out living ship prior to doing this. The next thing you want to do is have an outlaw station. It can be any outlaw station in any system, it doesn't matter, you just need to have one. And thirdly, you need to have a ship that you want to then transfer that living ship part into a normal ship. More on that later. It's a little bit confusing to get your head around at first, but I will do my very best to explain it. The next thing you need to do is be in an outlaw station, and you need to get basically your ship to land in any one of those 3 places that I've just shown. When you're ready, we're going to get into our ship, and it can be any ship at this point, and we want to then spawn in our freighter as you are leaving that outlaw station. Once you do, go ahead and land. Jump out. This is going to make a save point. This is pretty much vital to what we need to do. We need to make a save point here because that way then it saves the freighter being on the opposite side, which we are going to need later on. The next thing we're going to do is fly back into the space station or the outlaw station. Now, like I said, you're looking to land in any one of 3 places. I got really lucky and fortunate here, and I managed to land on this particular spot here. Once you land, jump out, reload your autosave. So there are 2 ways to do this. Now, the way that I was going to show you originally today, unfortunately, has been patched out, and I'll show you this now very quickly, so then you can avoid doing this method because it doesn't work. So, essentially, you would wait for any other ship to land in the space station, and then you would just literally go to exchange. Once you do that, you're going to wait for your pilot on the ship that you've just exchanged for to go around its side. When you do that, go ahead, claim scrap worth, sell the ship you've just exchanged for, and then absolutely awesome ass over to that pilot, which is now on the left side, which is as closest point as you can get, and then you would basically buy the ship back or trade the ship back. As you can see, the original ship that has disappeared is still there, and you would then essentially go ahead and claim the ship. However, as you can see, you cannot do that anymore because there is a blockage and you cannot purchase the ship. May God have mercy on my soul. However, there is another way. So let's go back to when you've just reloaded your autosave. You're waiting for some ships to go ahead and spawn in. Fantastic. So as the ships come spawning in, flying in, whatever you want to call it, you'll see that somebody will jump out. Fantastic. But this time, what we're going to do instead is we are just going to buy the ship. We're going to claim the ship. If you can claim it for free, if you have mods on like I do to make this more simpler, then fantastic. If not, you'll have to buy the ship. Once you do that, you are then going to go ahead and go over to Starship Outfitting. And then we're going to go and claim the scrap worth. Once you claim the scrap worth, and as that ship is disappearing, what we're going to do is jump into our ship we originally came back in on. Now, as you can see, it actually shows a different ship that is already spawned in behind us. It's one of your own ships, but if you see like the confliction where it shows a different ship even though you're in this ship, that means the glitch is working basically, so don't worry too much about it right now. So, what we need to do is go back over to our freighter. Now, this is where the magic happens, because that other ship that is in that outlaw station essentially is bugged, which means we can call in any ship that we want, even if it's in your freighter. So what we're going to do is call in our living ship. So we're going to call in our living ship, and as you can see, it's not spawned in on our freighter. It's actually spawned in the outlaw station, which is absolutely perfect. And just for more proof in the pudding, you can see it can't land here. It's already spawned in at the outlaw station. Now, you're going to go ahead and select any ship that you want to turn into a god tier. So, make your selection in the freighter, jump in, and then let's fly back into the space station, or the outlaw station. As you're flying in, check your inventory, because all of the living ship components have now been automatically transferred over to your normal ship. So this is my living ship. Like I said at the beginning of the video, completely kitted it out with everything that you can put into a normal living ship. However, that has now been transferred fully over to a normal mechanical ship. And of course, being a god tier, you still have the ability to install normal mechanical ship components, and on top of that, they'll also stack now for another 4, which means you'll get another 4 boosts, and they'll also correlate with the 4 stacked that have already been happened with the living ship. So for example, I've got this proton cannon here, photon cannon, whatever, and we're just going to make sure which one is the photon cannon. Again, it has been a while since I've done this, but basically you can go ahead and start installing all of the technologies. So we're going to go ahead and land on a random planet. We're going to start getting all of this stuff all integrated into the ship, and then I'll show you just what it is capable of doing. Alright, I've got every single normal mechanical ship part and upgrade that you can think of installed in this now. And first of all, look at how fast we are traveling from one planet to another. It is ridiculously fast. You can literally travel to worlds not in 20, 30, 40 seconds, but less than 10 seconds now. It is absolutely ridiculously fast. You are going that fast that the world doesn't even have time to render in. You are going that fast. Now, first things first, you'll see, for example, I've got just all these different things installed, and the best thing about, for example, having the photon cannon installed is it completely glitches out, and essentially it turns into the ultimate minigun. But you can use this for lots of different things, such as strip mining an entire planet. You can literally just start hovering over the ground and just go into absolute town in all the fauna. You know, you're going to collect carbon, you're going to collect ferrite dust, you're going to collect, you know, everything that the planet has to offer. The next thing is really good for is mining, obviously, in space. So if you can get like the really dense star fields now, or the asteroid belts, perfect. Another good use for it is doing a bit of pirating, getting some really quick, easy cash. Now, because you are in a god tier ship, there is another caveat to that. If you install normal mechanical shields in with the shields that are already on a living ship, you become completely invulnerable to all damage. You cannot die. It doesn't matter how hard anybody tries to kill you, you will not take a single smidge of damage. And I'll prove this point just now. So, I've sat myself right in front of this turret. It is going absolutely ham on me. By now, your ship should be quivering in absolute fear in a corner, crying to its mum. However, it is not. You are instead taking every single round directly to the jaw that is bouncing off, because you are now the Giga Chad of space. Nothing is hurting you. Nothing can hurt you. And as you can see, all the upgrades are in. And you can literally be sat here all day. Go and make yourself a cup of coffee. Or why not have some delicious Yorkshire tea, the only ultimate Yorkshire tea that is acceptable in Great Britain. Now, as you can see to the side there, just to show you, I am taking all the flak, I'm taking all the damage, and again, nothing is hurting me at all. So, after you're done with your pirating, whatnot, go into the anomaly, you know, go and sell what you've just made, or go into a space station, and basically just relax knowing that right now you're impervious to all damage. You can strip mine just about anything. You can literally kill anything in one shot, and you travel faster than a cheetah on steroids. It is phenomenal. And there you go. I've turned this wonderful Razza with the droid wing into the ultimate god tier ship. It is wonderful. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are going to try this. Let me know if you've already done this. Are you going to use the new method on how to do it so that you can make any ship that you want into a god tier ship rather than used to be just the ones that land in the space station? As you can see, you can do anything now, which is fantastic. Anyway, guys, that is everything from me here today. And as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.